friends, welcome to Emotional Café. Today our topic is commitment, and we're going to be sharing about the most important commitment of all, the self-commitment, being committed to yourself. We usually try to accommodate everybody, and whenever we have a commitment with someone or something, we try so much to respect it and to fulfill whatever promise we've made or whatever obligation we have assumed. But it's just amazing how easy we drop whatever commitment we've made to ourselves in regards to anything that is going to be for our own well-being. It's just shocking how easy and fast we simply forget about ourselves, and we simply forget about those things that we have at some point or another decided that we need to do in order to feel better. I want to illustrate this with a couple of examples that I wanted to share with you. The first one, which is a very simple and I guess it's very often very common, everybody somehow goes through this, is when we need to lose some weight, not because of the way we look, but more than that, because of our own health. We need to start eating healthier. We need to start working out. We need to do some sort of physical activity in order for us to feel better or to have a better health. And we commit, especially at the end of the year, we commit that as soon as the year starts, we're going to start with a new eating regimen, and we're going to start with a new dieting, and it's going to be a lifestyle, and this is what we're going to do, and this is the menu, and this is what I need to get at the grocery store, and this is a schedule of what I'm going to be working out and all that. Probably within the first 24 hours. In some cases, it can be the first 48. In other cases, it can be the first week. But it's just a matter of time for us to give up on these specific things that we have committed to ourselves we were going to be adopting and doing in order to feel better. The result is going to be that we're going to have a better health. The result is going to be that maybe we're going to lose weight and we're going to be able to have the weight that we want. But somehow, we just forget about ourselves. Then we start being very careless about what we eat. We go out and we forget that we are trying to eat healthy. We try to get up, but the bed is so warm. We want to keep sleeping, and I know exactly how it feels. But somehow the commitment goes to a forgotten spot, and we simply continue with the old pattern. I have another example that is also common, and we struggle with this. Sometimes I have people telling me, Xiomara, I need to nurture my spirituality. I need to be a more spiritual person. I want to take some time, either at the beginning of the day, to read and to practice meditation and to pray, or maybe at the end of the day, doesn't matter, but I need to do that because I recognize that it gives me peace. I have a much better inner harmony. I feel better about everything and everyone, and I feel with this sense of joy inside when I am more connected to the spiritual world. Well, then it starts that instead of waking up earlier, somehow we start sleeping in or sleeping until later, and then we're rushing. At the end of the day, we're so tired, and somehow something that we know that is going to make us feel way better and that is going to contribute to our inner peace, somehow we end up not doing it at all. I have another example. We want to learn a new skill. Maybe we want to learn how to cook, or maybe we want to learn another language. Maybe we want to learn to practice a new sport or something. We want that. We think it's going to be great. We think it's going to be something that is going to make us feel better, or maybe it's something that we're going to need later at work. Maybe it's something that we've been wanting it for so long, and finally we make the commitment that we want to do it. But somehow it doesn't work. Why? Because the other language doesn't work? Because cooking doesn't work? Because sports doesn't work? No, because we drop our commitment. We forget about ourselves, and we simply don't respect our own commitments. And that's what I want to bring to you today. How respectful are you about the commitments that you make to yourself, about your commitment to improve, about your commitment to be better, to be healthier, to do more? More for yourself. And it's amazing because we want so much the results and we want the benefits, but sometimes we are not willing to do what it takes and be continuously committed to that specific goal. Our personal commitments, our self-commitment is the most important of all because we cannot give what we don't have. There's nothing we can do to fulfill our other obligations and duties if we don't respect our own commitment to ourselves. And I have some recommendations that I want to share with you. They have helped me and they have helped some of the people that I have been assisting along the way to nurture and maintain their commitments with themselves. Remember that this is the most important commitment of all. So my first recommendation is going to be your self-discipline. You need to understand that the only way they're going to be seeing the results is by committing to the actions that will give you those results. So discipline, it's extremely important. It's not something that you might like. It's not something that I can say that is that easy, but you can do it. And that's what you need to keep in mind. Another important recommendation is that you need to have a desire to change. Behind any commitment, there's a desire of change. There's a new skill, there's a new activity, there's a new action, there's a new attitude, there's something new that we need to start practicing, that we need to adopt, that we need to start doing. So that desire of change is going to be huge for you to help you remember to stick to your commitment, to respect your own word on whatever you decided to do for your own best. Respecting your commitment. Respect is a very, very strong word. It means that you have to take it seriously. It means that just because you are doing it with yourself doesn't mean that it's less important, and you need to see it like that, because sometimes we put more attention into what we do towards others and what we do to others and for others instead of what we need to do for ourselves, for our own well-being. Also, you need to keep your priorities clear in order for them to push you to continue with your commitment. Having your priorities clear will always, always help. Keep yourself integrating those actions and those choices that will push you closer to whatever personal goal you have. Whatever distraction you may find, you need to identify them and put them aside. Don't allow distractions to push you away from your personal goal. Remember that your self-commitment is the most important of all. Another good recommendation is to practice some positive affirmations or positive reinforcement, which is being able to say statements that are positive and that pushes you to do what you need to do, telling you that you can do this. When we listen to ourselves saying it out loud, somehow it empowers our mind and it makes us feel much more willing to do whatever we need to do. Regardless the decision that you are making, it doesn't matter what is it that you want to do, what is it that you need to change. Just make the commitment to do it and stick to it. Respect it. It is important. It is as important as any other commitment. Actually, it is the most important of all. Finally, I want to share another important example. The commitment to continue growing. Let's say you want to continue with your own personal, emotional recovery and healing. And you know that there are actions, choices, attitudes that you need to take in order to continue with that personal growth. It's not going to be easy. Maybe these actions or attitudes are not the ones that you like or that you're used to, but those are the ones that are going to help you on your personal goal. What are you going to do? How committed are you going to be to enjoying those results that you so bad want for yourself? Therefore, your commitment to yourself is the most important of all, and this is what you need to remember. It is as much important or more so than all the other commitments that you have in your life, because by growing and healing and learning and continue being a better you, you're going to be able to give much more of you to others. Thank you for joining me in another session of Emotional Cafe. I hope to see you next week.